Look at that for a seascape. Beautiful. Not particularly one I want to fight on here. Side of a mountain. Oh, balls. There we go. Can I not claim that? Come on, guys. Hurry up and finish him. Oh, attack him. Can't be asked to go back down there again. Fuck that. Ah, Dehaltus. Thanks for that, I didn't know that. Wondered why it weren't letting me. It's goes to show how little I know about this game, but I'm getting there. Morris Steps. Ooh. It's just a general landmark, I'm not going to read that much. Well, there is a cave of some sort up this way. Ah, dirty. Giant snake, giant spiders, not snakes. Where are the rest of my dudes? Oh, you've played it a lot, Dehaltus. Yeah, I've played it quite a bit, but never finished or anything like that, and I think I'm something like 30 hours in the game, and somebody said it's like 90 hours long, so I'm probably about a third of the way through. Kind of looking towards, I mean, I'm got a lot of hours left on this yet, but kind of looking towards Witcher 3. That looks excellent, but probably wait till I've finished this before I get that, because that's another one that's going to take a lot of time investment by the looks of it. It's supposed to be a massive world, but it definitely looks good. There we go, my guys have caught up with me now. Might get a little bit more help. Beat it on normal at 60 hours. Wow. 72 hours running nightmare. I don't even want to think about that minute. Kind of struggling on the normal, but enjoying it. But I can certainly tell when I've got to an enemy that I'm not ready to take on yet. But yeah, it's a good game. Enjoying it. I can't see what the hell's going on there. Beat it on normal at 60 hours. I don't think I'm going to do 60 hours somehow. Like I said, I think I'm something like 30 now and I've not done that much. Not story-wise anyway. I've been doing a lot of side missions. Trying to get my level up. Excellent game though. A bit of light. Great favourite of last year. Yeah, I must admit it's I can't think of a better game, not PS4 wise anyway. Witcher 3 is today, I know. I'm going to make myself finish this before I get Witcher 3 because I've kind of been looking forward to Witcher 3 for some time now, and I'll probably not go back to this for ages if if I don't finish it. So I'm going to make myself finish this first. But I'm definitely looking at getting Witcher 3. Excellent games. Played 2 on the PS3 obviously. That's a good game, but this one looks even better. Witcher 2, yeah, it's a good game. I enjoyed it. It's a while back since I played it though. Can't remember a great deal about it now, but I know I enjoyed it. It's like a more adult RPG sort of thing. I suppose a bit like Game of Thrones sort of thing. It touches on adult stuff more than most games. Yeah, really good games. Shit, being ambushed. Let's get some of these special powers in.
I have heard that your books are very popular.
Yeah, if you've got PS3, I should imagine Witcher 2 will be really cheap now. Should be able to pick it up quite easily.
We live in a dark and angry time, child of stone. So much of what people believe.
Don't suppose you'll have to play Witcher 2 to keep up with what's happening in Witcher 3 though, so...
Between the pages, you have done more than most.
Also, you already have Witcher 2. I'm terrible for that. I've got loads of games on the hard drive that I'm... Or get it on PC. Yeah, Steam's brilliant for cheap games. If your PC will run it, then definitely better. My PC's a pretty old laptop. It runs quite a lot of games, but I'm hoping to get a proper gaming desktop soon. I keep getting games on Steam and then trying to run them at minimum graphics, and it's just a shame when you have to keep turning graphics down. So hopefully, not too long, I'll get a proper desktop. Right, instead of wondering about aimlessly, let's actually let's just set up this camp here. Yeah, $4.99 on Steam. Is that dollars? Because in that would be something like £3, I think. Really cheap that. Yeah, laptops are great, but you can get really powerful ones now, but you tend to pay a little bit extra for the power in a laptop than you would in a desktop. Yeah, $4.99 US. Yeah, that'd be about £3 for me. That's really cheap. Yeah, I must admit, that's why we went for the laptop, because it was just so easy to get out, and I could sort of use it in most places. But for the same amount of power, you just pay a little bit extra for the laptop, I think. I wouldn't mind a gaming laptop, because they're just so, they're really... just handy to have a gaming laptop. They're a bit harder to upgrade, etc. We'll see. Maybe we'll get both if we win the lottery. Definitely won't mind a gaming laptop, but a really top end one, so to run what I want to do for quite some time, because obviously it's a bit harder to upgrade, especially processor. Let's stop aiming and wonder about aimlessly. Yeah, I've done that myself. I got HDMI cable, hooked up to the TV, we're playing. I've got like a little beanie chair here on the floor, and I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 with a proper sound bar coming out. It was pretty good. So I've plugged the laptop into the obviously HD TV. Stone course, riffs on the course. I think we might have a pop at these. Yeah, I did exactly the same thing. There's a because I quite like the PS4 pad. There's a pretty good program that gets the PS4 pad working on the PC. So I'm playing Euro Truck Simulator 2 with the pad. Gotta love PC though. There was also, using the webcam on the laptop, there was also something that tracked where you were looking as well, so you could use that in game, which is, it took up extra processor power obviously, but it was brilliant. Yeah, can't argue with that. Very hard to beat PC gaming, as long as you've got a decent rig. The game mods, things like that I was just mentioning, the program that looks where you're looking. It's almost a bit like virtual reality. Like I was using it on the truck game, and it was tracking where I was moving my head, so I could look round in the cab, etc. You don't get anything like that on console. And all it was a little free program that I found. Yep, can't argue with PC gaming. I do like my consoles, but you get so much more out of PCs. Quite as I say, I'm quite impressed with the PS4. But yeah, your games are you get so much more choice of games. The games are better graphically on PC. You got modifications, just keep breathing more life into games that you probably would get bored of usually. It's absolutely no argument there. How the hell did I get back through here? I think it's a tunnel. Lost again. Yeah, the console-wise, I do think it's the better console. At least power and graphically. Although the Xbox One has a better networking. It's they've got more money to throw at developers, so it's getting some good, at least early access sort of thing. I were on Xbox for 8 years, about 6 years I think it were. Xbox 360 before I came to got the PS3 and PS4. But yeah, it's the games they're only just sort of becoming next generation, if you know what I mean. They're using the new engines for PS4, and they look good. It's quite impressive. They'll never be as good as an high-end or even, you know, mid-high-end PC. Always look better on PC. I do know a lot of people on console though, so it's just very easy to pick up. Oh, 64 and PS1, yeah. I had PlayStation 1. Loved it as well. Remember playing Tomb Raider on PlayStation 1 and thinking graphics just couldn't get any better than this. And then you look at them now and you're like, oh dear. Brilliant for the time though. Yeah, I've like I say, I love PC gaming. It's just haven't got a very powerful rig at the moment. It's we're sort of on we didn't buy the laptop as a gaming thing, but it does play quite a lot of game stuff. It doesn't do too bad. You just can't beat PC games. Gaming, you know, can't argue against it. Legend of Dragoon. I nearly said Dragon then, yeah. I'm totally amazed by the graphics at the time, and then you kind of look. I don't know. You get kind of rose tinted glasses when you look back, and then when you look at them properly, like ooh. I remember them looking a lot better than that. Some games though, they still last the test of time. I still play the original XCOM on PC now and again. That looks terrible, but gameplay's brilliant. And my laptop runs it. Fed up with these bears. Surely they must be extinct by now. Killed so many of them. XCOM, one of my favourite games of all time. Love XCOM. Yeah, the new ones actually. I thought they were going to screw it up, to be honest. But the new one's brilliant as well. They kept the turn-based combat in. I like the graphics style of it. It's the new one is brilliant. Love it. Got it for PS3. I've actually got the Enemy Within version that I haven't played yet. Played the original and then got the Enemy Within version. I haven't even played it yet. Just keep looking at it and thinking I really must play it. Yeah, one of my favourite games of all time, XCOM. First played that on the I don't know if you might have heard of it, the Amiga, which is even further back than the PS1. Loved it. Have we there we go, another bear. Let's use some special. Are you guys gonna do anything? There we go. I saw the Long War mod. It's makes it a little bit more like the original, doesn't it? I keep looking on Steam. It keeps coming down in price, and I think because I've already got it for the PS3, I kind of don't know whether to get it for the PC. But that mod looks brilliant. Long War mod. I saw a Let's Play on YouTube. This is what I mean about between consoles and PCs. You just don't get the. Sometimes I'll get a game on PC just to play the mods. Not even play vanilla if you. Oh, it makes it even more difficult. That's not a bad thing. I remember the original XCOM being a lot harder than the remake. I like a challenge. I might have to get it now. It's not that taxing as well, power-wise. Hopefully, like I said, my laptop doesn't do too bad. I think it's got like 6 gig of RAM and it's onboard graphics, obviously. I think it's ATI 6200. It's not a massive graphics chip, so I have to be careful. I am totally lost. Where the hell am I going? Yeah, that's what I think my laptop will pretty much do it. And that mod looks good that you mentioned, the Long War mod. Power wise and graphics wise aside, the mods it's got the best argument for PC gaming anyway. It's something you just don't get for console. Like I remember getting Battlefield, the original Battlefield. I think it was it Battlefield 1942. And I never played 1942. I got it, and there was a realism mod called Forgotten Hope, I think it was. And I just downloaded that, played that. Never even played vanilla Battlefield. I'm hoping this is going to get me back around where I need to go. Signs of the Wardens. Well, we'll go and do that first, I think. While we're up here. See, I'm torn between playing the Enemy Within on PS3 or just going straight to PC and getting the Long War mod. I don't know. Don't really want to. But I suppose they're that different. There's nothing to stop you playing both. I might play the PS3 version since I've had it for so long. Maybe get XCOM in a sale. Steam's brilliant for sales. There's always some. Only trouble is you end up spending way more than you wanted to, which is I suppose the idea behind it. Yeah, I was just thinking maybe play Within. I've already got it for the PS3, so maybe just play it first, and then especially now that I know that the Long War mod's harder, hopefully play Within first, because I think Within's a little bit harder than Enemy unknown, if I'm right, if I remember right. You're making me want to play it now. I want to play. I want to play Enemy Within. Oh, hang on. It's coming up with something. Oh. Yeah, so I think I've probably played them in proper order. I finished Enemy Unknown a couple of times actually. Really enjoyed it. Then I got Enemy Within, and I sort of started it up, but I just sort of finished playing Enemy Unknown twice, and I got sidetracked by another game. So I think I will probably start a new game on Enemy Within and play that through first. Maybe then, like I said, maybe look at getting the PC version.
The wardens were here at some point. This camp was abandoned some time ago.
The other remakes, I just couldn't get along. They made it kind of pausable real time. I'm just so old school when it comes to XCOM. I couldn't get my head around it not being turn based. The last one they made, I can't remember which one it was. I haven't done too much crafting in this game. No, I think the sword I'm using is the one I crafted. But if you want I've heard that if you want the real powerful stuff, you've got to really get into the crafting. So I mean that sword's not too bad. That I think I might have made some armor. Oh yeah, the bureau. Yeah, I did play that, and oh. I think if they'd have made it. Giving it any other name from it apart from XCOM, it might have been half decent. It might have been an half decent sort of third-person strategy game, not strategy game, but tactical game. But to give it an XCOM name, it was a big mistake, I think. Because most people, especially with older gamers like me, when they think of XCOM, they think turn-based. It's very hard to get your head round anything that's not turn-based. Yeah, I did play the Bureau. Someone, my nephew loaned it me, so I didn't buy it. But I kind of, it were okay. If it weren't an XCOM game, so like I say, I won't really call it an XCOM game. It probably had, like I said, it probably had more of a chance of it succeeding if they hadn't called it XCOM and maybe just give it its own name, so you weren't expecting an XCOM game. But I don't know. What do I know? It were playable. It's not. It's not what you sort of look for in a game. Yeah, it were playable. If you're saying it's playable, then you're probably not that good. We've got something nearby. What we're looking at? Yeah, I think it's another Grey Warden thing. The Bureau. Yeah. I don't know. They tried FPS with XCOM before. Called, I don't know if you know it, the Enforcer, and that was that was terrible. I actually got the. Speaking of Steam, I got the XCOM pack for something like £5, I think it were. You got XCOM 1, XCOM 2, Apocalypse, Enforcer. Can't remember what the flight sim one. Can't remember which one that was, but whoa. 1 and 2, yeah. I mean, 2 was just like a graphic remake of the first one. Apocalypse I quite liked because I remember playing that, and that was quite a good game. But I didn't really like the fact that it took it from a world map to just a city. But that was at least a decent game. But that first, I think it was called the Enforcer. They were terrible. Yeah, I don't mind Battlefield games. Speaking of FPS, obviously just the online part. I quite like Battlefields. But I'm not a massive first-person shooter fan. I do like the Battlefields for the different vehicles. It at least keeps it a bit more fresh, that you can, if you get bored of running about shooting, you can get in a tank and have a pop at, you know, being a tank commander or a pilot, or keeps me interested. Yeah, the Battlefield games are pretty good. I do like them. I must have I think there's a mod for Battlefield 2, which you should be able to get really dirt cheap at the minute. I can't even remember the name of the mod, but it's like a realism mod. That's pretty good. It's very slow paced though. It really is a realism mod. You really have to work as a team if you need picking up and stuff like that. It's trying to think what it's called. I haven't played it for ages. It might even be called It might be Real World or something like that. But I've got 4 for the console. My nephew likes playing them, and my girlfriend plays them. She enjoys being a sniper. So they're pretty good games. Like I say, if you do get bored running about with a gun, you've got the other options like being a tank commander or a pilot. At least keeps it gives it a bit of variety. Something else as well. Oh, there we go. Silver Nugfoot charm. Something else as well. The hell am I? What have I forgotten? Oh, there we go. Bottles on the wall. Yeah, I've just every time I walk away, we're finding something else. I think I've got them all now, though. Yep, definitely got them all. That'll teach me to search properly. So you'll have this for PC, obviously. I bet it looks brilliant on the PC. I've seen some screenshots. I don't console-wise, I don't think it looks pretty good on the on PS4, and I think they've done a pretty good job graphically. But But it looks immense on PC.
How many keys does this stupid temple have anyway?
Amulet of Constitution. Might have a look at that actually. Might give that to my mage. Give him make him a bit more survivable, if that's a word. Yeah, I might when I've done it have a look on YouTube and get up a PC version. I can only imagine it looks amazing, because it does look pretty good on here, I must admit. So PC wise, probably gonna, and then of course you get people that come out with the graphic upgrades as the game gets older. So it's something, another reason to play on PC. When these graphics start looking a bit old, there's no doubt somebody going to. Actually, I didn't. No doubt somebody will bring a mod out for it, graphics wise. Constitution. DLC. You know, that'll be console as well, I would imagine. More storyline, yeah. I like this. I like anything that adds, especially when I've been enjoying the game. I like anything that adds to storylines. Sometimes the DLCs a bit hit and miss. Sometimes they don't add much to it, but I think I'll keep him with what he's got for now. Oh, and made a mistake of walking away again.
Wardens must have moved on. They're searching for someone. On warden business, maybe? Secret missions or whatever it is they get up to when there's no flight.
I'm not going to make a mistake of getting Witcher 3 first though, before I finish this. That's why I end up with a lot of games unfinished. I'll get halfway through one game and then something else will come out that I want, and I'll get that and end up not going back to it. Another bear. Don't you I think there's a Mass Effect 4 coming out as well by this company. Quite like the sci-fi ones they do as well. Don't know if you're into them as well. Similar battle system, but obviously different setting. You've got lasers, weapons, etc. instead of bows, and still good games though. Good story wise. You've probably played them. Kind of looking forward to that as well. I should stop looking forward to things and actually play what I've got first, and then look forward.
Whatever the stone, capital S is, it was gone by the time my parents had me.
But do you miss it?
How could I miss what I never had? But
Back to XCOM again. More into fantasy. Yeah, I suppose I am really, but mind you, having said that, I do like Star Wars as well. Things like to do with Star Wars, like Knights of the Old Republic. That's another one, another game I like.
I did have that setback.
So I suppose I do like my sci-fi as well.
Would I lose my friends up here? Would I stop telling stories? I like who I am.
More the
If I want to hear songs,
RPG than
You are
action games though. Although Star Wars Battlefield looks, what is it, Battlefront I think it's called, Star Wars Battlefield, that looks pretty good. Only because you can get in inside the attacks and stuff and get inside the vehicles. It still looks pretty good. What am I like for potion? No, we're fine. Yeah, I don't think I ever finished the first one, and I have got the second one as well on Steam, installed, waiting, and I never even, I've not even started it up. I think I got something like halfway through the first one, and I probably, knowing me, I'll have got sidetracked. I don't remember getting bored of the game, but I probably got sidetracked with another game and then forgot about it. I do that a lot. And I've got the second game waiting for me on Steam. I think it's installed on my laptop. Never even started. Obviously, I want to finish the first one first. But they're pretty decent games. I don't know if are they the same company as this, because they're another one that seems to have similar battle systems to this and Mass Effect. I can't remember if it's the same company. I think they might be. Oh, has it got problems with integrated graphics? This is what I keep running into with my laptop. Just it'll look like it'll run then, but it just, for some reason, it just runs like a bitch. You really need a graphics card, obviously, and at least one, hopefully two. Which is what's putting me off with the laptop at the moment. I think I probably will go with the desktop, because I can upgrade them better. Freezing and breaking on your laptop. Your laptop sounds more powerful as well, so it's probably not going to run at all on mine. The hell is that? Oh, we didn't get anything. Yeah, so if it probably got a very little chance of running on mine then. Yeah, probably won't run on mine, but although sometimes it's just that the game doesn't like a certain graphics chip or driver, or so it's probably still worth trying, but maybe not keep my hopes up too much. We know what PCs are like. Oh, I might get that shard. Looks like I can get that way around. I'm going the wrong way. Got so much on Steam where I think I've got something like 86 games, and a lot of them just they'll kind of run on my laptop as long as I really take the graphics down. And I don't know, it just seems a shame to have to do that, so I don't really want to play the games when the graphics look so bad. So I've got plenty of games waiting for me for when and if I do actually manage to get a decent gaming rig. Just want to be able to bang the graphics up to something, at least, you know, want to have them on high or normal settings. Could have sworn there were a giant fighting a dragon in this part earlier. Unless I've got totally lost. Yeah, sort of been looking at sort of 400, what it'd be, £400. I'm only really going to get the, yeah, we're even going to build my own, but it tends to be cheaper just to go to a good site and buy one, because they tend to be able to build them cheaper because they obviously order parts in bulk, so you can't, quite often you can't even build your own for less than they do it for. So sort of looking at just a tower, getting the desktop tower unit to start with, probably plug it into my TV, get decent, we've got a decent HD TV, so obviously we've got mouse, keyboard, etc. We only really need tower unit for now. All trouble is that is when my girlfriend pinches the TV for to play this. So she's addicted to this now. Yeah, you don't want to go too cheap anyway with the machine, because it'll only end up probably costing you more in the long run having to upgrade it a few months down the line. I buy power. Is that what's that? Is that a site, or do they actually make the machines? Oh, skimp on motherboard quality. That's dodgy. Quite often people do that, and it's like it's an important bottleneck. If you go too cheap on the motherboard, and it can slow the whole system down, obviously. So you can't really go cheap on any part, really, if you're building a. Some go a bit cheap on the power supply, and then you end up with stability problems. I wouldn't recommend really going cheap on any part. Maybe the case, obviously. I buy power.com. I'm going to take that down actually and have a look. I buy power.com. Write that down and have a look later, I think. Is that like a US firm? Will they still ship to UK? Can definitely have a look. I buy power.com. I'll have a look at that later. There's a UK one that I go to quite a lot called eBuyer, and they do components, machines. Usually pretty good on price as well. Definitely pays to shop about though. I would imagine they'll ship to. Yeah, I would imagine they'll ship anywhere. Wouldn't make much sense not to. I'll have a look at that. Thanks for that link. But I like survival games as well. There's none on console. There's like one called Rising World that's in early access, and I got that for the PC, but I had to turn it right down graphics wise. But it's sort of like Minecraft with better graphics, more survival. You have to hunt, etc. I love stuff like that. Stuff like DayZ, and you just don't seem to get much like that on console. You just get all these indie games on PC that you get some real gems for early access on PC. And you know for a fact they're probably never going to come to console. Am I wondering about Stranded Deep? Yeah, that's another good one. I don't think that'll have any chance at all on my laptop, which is why I ain't bothered with it. But it looks good. I like it. The Forest, that looks good, but that is at least going to consoles. I don't know when. That's another one I've been waiting to play. I haven't even bothered looking at that for the laptop. Definitely not run. But it's kind of a whole genre that consoles don't even bother with, and you're never going to get, apart from The Forest, which is good. I do think consoles are trying more to get indie developers, which is can't be a bad thing. They used to be all about AAA titles and nothing else, but seem to be at least trying to get indie developers on board now. That Stranded Deep does look really good. I don't think it'll work at least work well on my laptop, that is. And are we supposed to get past this bit? It looks like there's something past it. That's that little side mission for Varric. But I love anything like that. That Stranded Deep. There's a like 7 days to die. That's because I like the zombie survival as well. But that looks good as well. I tried 7. Ah, so it's I'm gonna say because it comes up on the map, doesn't it, as a little thing you're supposed to go through. So I have to progress the story, which is something I might do now. I've been sort of running around trying to do side missions first. But there comes a point where you've got to go back to the story eventually. Might just go get that shard, I think. So it's a little mission to open up them bits. I wondered when they were going to come into play, because you can see them on the map, and it's like something that you're supposed to be able to go through. Might just get this shard and then maybe go and do some story. Oh, get up. Oh dear. Took an arrow through his eye by the looks of it. Are you into Elder Scrolls? Love it. I loved first Elder Scrolls I played were Morrowind, and I totally loved them. I first got that from my really old gaming PC. Hard difficulties, the shard missions really help. Oh, with the damage reduction, yeah. Yeah, I suppose it's not as important on this difficulty. Good. Yeah, it's quite old now, Morrowind. When I first got Morrowind, I got a really old gaming desktop, and it barely ran on it, and it was so frustrating because it was a brilliant game. But there's like a graphical mod now for Morrowind. If you pick that up, it does add to it. There's a survival mod. Well, it's PC gaming, you'll know yourself. I think there's about thousands of mods now for it. What I did, I upgraded the graphics mod and the survival. It's a totally different game. It's really good. Might go back to Haven then. Go back to the war room. Quite interested to see what the next Elder Scrolls is going to look like. At least on PS4. and hopefully if I've got a better gaming PC, obviously on PC. But Skyrim looked pretty good. I mean, it's aged a bit now when you go back to PS3 and play it. PCs obviously it stands up a lot better. You've got graphics mods. Don't run on my laptop. Yeah, it's Elder Scrolls Online. It's actually coming. I think it's coming to console soon. And I haven't heard very good things about it, to be honest. They say it's not really like an Elder Scrolls game. It's like more like a, well, they've made it into an MMO, so I don't know. I'll probably get it because it's coming to console, and it's gonna be non-subscription, which I didn't really want to subscribe and pay a monthly fee. But I'm hoping they're going to go back to making a Fallout as well. I want a Fallout from them, and because they're all Bethesda, aren't they? I want a Fallout from them and Elder Scrolls. So they've got to. I want them to get to work. I think the MMO. I think they did it out of house, and it weren't actually Bethesda doing it. Although obviously they owned. Hang on, tell me, do you consider Freemarch as your home? Are you good to go back? Home is where I am, which is pretty much true. Yeah, I want Bethesda to get busy. I want another Fallout because I like them, and another Skyrim. No, well, not another Skyrim, and another Elder Scrolls, obviously. Yeah, I must admit, I know you said you're more into the fantasy part, but Fallout's pretty good. Pretty good games. Now Fallout, I played right from the beginning, as in Fallout 1 and 2 on PC, and they were straight up turn-based combat, isometric RPGs. And I did finish both of them, and you probably realise it's very rare for me to finish a game straight off because I get distracted very easily. But I finished 1 and 2 really straight away. And then when they were bringing the Fallout 3 out, and I realised it were going to be like a first person, I was like, oh dear. But they've got like a shooting mechanic in it that kind of makes it turn-based, not really turn-based, but it pauses the game, and then you can choose to do certain things, go for certain headshots, etc. They did it pretty well, I must admit. Definitely looking forward to that. I know I don't know whether they're working on a Fallout 4, but I know they like scooped up all the website names, etc. So fingers crossed. I'd like us to be closer.
Motivation beyond making things between us less
antagonistic.
Next month for consoles.
As you wish.
I've got too many games to play. Particularly it being an online game. Now I know that they're definite time vampires when you get into MMOs. You sat there on them all day, every day.
Carrying out her order to form the Inquisition.
So. Ooh, I've got to finish this. This has got a lot of hours in it. Witcher 3, that's gonna have a lot of hours, no doubt. And then we've got next month for Elder Scrolls Online. Oh wow!
You're a member of Navarra's royal family.
Not enough hours in the day, unfortunately. Oh no, Metal Gear Solid, another one of my favourite games.
I have hundreds of relatives.
Played that on the PS1. And I've played them all since.
Oh, yes. The Pentaghasts value their precious blood like
I didn't get the what were it now? It was sort of £20 and it was more like a demo. I didn't get that because it was supposed to be just like an introduction on how to play, but open world Metal Gear Solid. Definitely want that. September though, so maybe I've got a few months to get rid of some of my backlog. It's terrible when you've got too many games to play, innit?
Join the Seekers to get away from them.
It was a life worth getting.
It's definitely what you'd call a first world problem, having too many games.
Hunting, but few actually pursue the craft. Most are fat and lazy. They pay lip service to the maker and care only for idle pleasures and past glories.
Yeah, I'd forgot about Metal Gear Solid 5. Oh man. What were it? Ground Zero? I thought about getting it, but then it was sort of, I think it was like £20. New Halo and Assassin's Creed, yeah. I've still, next month is new Final Fantasy. Stop it! I'm gonna need a new mortgage. Still my favourite Final Fantasy is 7, I think. Loved 7. Assassin's Creed, yeah. Played all those. Still got Unity down there. I finished it though. And the online actually weren't too bad this time. And I mean the co-op. Don't really like the multiplayer part of it, but the online co-op were pretty good. What happened to your brother?
Tell me about your brother.
I would prefer not to speak of Anthony.
Yeah, Halo I used to play, but oh, what Legend of Dragoon were competing with, yeah. Hello, Demo. Yeah, played all the way through on Final Fantasy 7 on the PS1. Brilliant game. I've got Vita, and I got Final Fantasy 7 Vita version of Final, you know, on PS Vita. But you're playing on a small screen, and then it goes even smaller on Vita. And it's very eye strainy. Making up words again, but it's very eye strainy. Go on, we'll have a conversation.
My family polluted it for me.
Yeah, I never played Legend of Dragoon, but if it's got similar gameplay to Final Fantasy 7, I'll probably can't imagine me not liking it.
Thus, I did not see Navarra, the real Navarra, until much later. By then, I realized.
Yeah, I've got a feeling that I must have gone the Final Fantasy route then, and maybe not bothered with Legend of Dragoon. Can't remember ever playing that. What about your parents? Not really listening to you. Your uncle.
They had the misfortune of taking the wrong side in the second attempt to overthrow King Marcus. The king executed them, but spared my brother and I since we were family and children at the time. Thus we were raised by my uncle, a mortalitas who preferred the company of his
Yeah, the high-tech magnifiers that clipped on. Yeah, I think they had one for original Game Boy as well. See, the PS Vita is not a bad sized screen for an handheld. It's sort of, I don't know if you can see that properly. It's sort of like that, but of course it's an old game as well. So the resolution brings it down even further, and you sort of really squinting. Your character's about that big, in some of the shots. But yeah, I'll see about getting a magnifier. I thought those days were behind us though, when the screens started getting bigger on the handhelds, but obviously not.
Your uncle was a mortalitas.
a death mage. He still is. My countrymen do not burn the dead.
It's a shame as well, because I really wanted to play it.
The mortalitas supervise the crypts, like priests.
Game Gear, yeah, I never had a Game Gear.
Oversees the grand necropolis.
I had a Game Boy.
Honoring dead relatives.
See, I weren't massively into handhelds originally.
So fascinated with death and its trappings.
Did have a Game Boy. I've got a Nintendo DS still. I haven't bothered with the 3DS, but my girlfriend's got one, so I suppose I could pinch that for a while if ever I needed to. I've got the Vita. Sort of went all hog when I decided to switch from Microsoft to Sony. Having said that, I've still got 360 as well, so, and I do play State of Decay on that zombie survival game. Excellent, and it's Microsoft, the publisher, so it's never going to come to Sony. It is on PC, but the PC doesn't run it very well, so the laptop doesn't.
So you were the right hand to the Divine.
To Divine Justinian, yes. And Divine Beatrix before her, in fact. The position is normally reserved for Templars of the Knights Divine, but my circumstances were...
Yeah, I bet. Because I don't know how old you are, but I suppose you were pretty young as well when you got it.
I will tell you if you wish.
Great Christmas present, that.
Exciting as some drum it up to be. The short version is that I once saved the previous Divine's life. My reward was becoming...
I think one of my favourite childhood Christmas presents, and this is really going to age me even more, was the Atari 2600. I've got to be one of the original consoles, maybe not of the first. Certainly the only one I remember that got wooded, like a wood finish to it. Yeah, 8-year-old getting a Game Gear. Excellent stuff.
But what does a right hand do exactly?
What is your hand capable of? It gives, it takes, it beckons. It makes a fit.
I think I'll have probably been about 8 when I got well, I didn't get it, the family got Atari 2600.
After Beatrix,
Which was like having the arcade machine in the house that plugged into the TV. It was mind-blowing.
future gave me hope.
Talking early 80s.
You thought she could really change things.
Justinian knew the war was coming long before it began. She tried to avert it, but the forces arrayed against her were too strong. Sometimes you have to break your bones.
In fact, speaking of Atari 2600, I don't know if you watch Conan, but
The answer. A means to preserve
the talk show Conan, not the
I only wish it
not the fantasy. Hi, Katie. Good to see you. Wow. A PC at that time, you're obviously quite well to do. 356 megahertz processor, 2 meg of RAM. Can you imagine that? The dizzy heights of 2 meg. Wow. Now you're making my laptop look good. Hi Katie, doing well. How are you doing? Hope you're good.
So what's the story about you?
Thanks for joining me.
Sweet Andraste. You really want to hear that? It was what?
2 meg of RAM.
years ago. Some still discuss it like it happened yesterday.
I do remember I did computer programming at college, and I think the hard drives were something. I think the hard drives something like 50 meg. 50 meg hard drives. We never filled them. The programs were only like. Excellent, Katie. Good to hear it. Just having a bit of followed. Thank you, Katie. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Need all the follows I can get. Just having a bit of Dragon Age, obviously, before dinner or lunch. And talking about very, very old computers.
I was there. I think I know what happened. To hear others tell it, I alone saved Divine Beatrix from a horde of dragons sent to assault the Grand Cathedral. Rather impressive for such a young seeker, wouldn't you say?
And the truth is,
The Halters was.
I stumbled upon the conspiracy of Beatrix. At
The
this
Halters were
time,
just
I
telling me about a high-powered PC that he used to have.
battle at the Grand Cathedral.
Oh, you loved love Dragon Age. Excellent stuff.
Freed the dragons from magical control. Without
Brilliant
them,
game. Very long
I
games,
and
but
I die.
brilliant.
I became the right hand, and they are forgotten.
See, I don't want to give her the love art stuff. A great topic to talk about, yeah, it is. I like the other girl. The one that wears, I forgot her name. The one that wears the brown robe. Do I really want to flirt with everybody? Well, they must have been well off, because PC at that stage, you're talking about some IBM. You might even be talking like £2,000 for a machine that power. Yeah, you're very lucky. We never had PCs when I was growing up. Too expensive. We were very lucky to, like I said, the games console we got, the Atari 2600, was a family present. Everybody, that was everybody's. I'd got 3 brothers and sisters. You're writing your own fan fiction. Dragon Age, Chronicles of Disappeared Godness. You'll have to drop the link if you can. Will it let you drop links? We'll take a look. Oh, you can't romance Liliana. Gutted. She's quite cute. Although I have just done that part where you go into the future and she looks about 90, which did put me off for a little bit. Still kind of attractive.
They went back to their circles, with rewards and privileges and most holy gratitude. Many of them died in the conflict.
Why can't you romance Liliana? She's cute.
I think you're a hero, no matter how you downplay it.
Fine. But it was 20 years ago. I will not rest upon my laurels.
I'll let you get back to work.
These soldiers should be experts by now. Every time I come, they're training like crazy. Should all be ninjas. But yeah, you must be well off. You must have been well off growing up to have a IBM PC. That were like well, it's pretty much as it is now. It's the gaming machine, isn't it? A PC.
They're magnificent.
Better than what you ride in Arnsberg?
1500, yeah. That's it. I was thinking like a grand to 2 grand to have Windows 95. Can you imagine? It was Windows 95 were like basically DOS with a GUI stuck on top of it, quite badly in places, but it's still a lot better, a lot more user friendly than trying to remember the DOS commands.
That'll do fine.
Windows 95.
Send Visser our thanks for the refreshments.
Excellent. Explaining to my nephew what DOS was. You had to like type in dir to get the directories up, and /dir cd change directory. It's all coming back to me. And the blank look that you get from him is, you got to type stuff in to get what? Ooh, Waveblade. That monitor, that'll be to be obviously an old CRT monitor, which for a long time were much better than the panel, the flat screen monitors anyway, colour wise, etc. I think now they're obviously flat panels are a lot better, but for a long time the old CRT monitors were better. Flat panel monitors tended to have like really washed out colours to them. Much better now, obviously. Ooh, look at that sword. I think that's a two-hander sword, doesn't it? Or is it? I might have a look at make it though. The CRTs they'll work forever, within reason. Blue vitriol. Yeah, low damage. If it's getting a low damage anyway, we might as well use iron. Use these on the utility, I think. +1 strength, that's handy for a melee. I might use a bit of blue vitriol. Ah, double check the items. That's something. Hang on, I might just quit out of this for now. There we go, yeah. Excellent idea, thanks. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they are one. So that's one-handed. And now, alright, it is a one-handed now. Masterwork wave blade. That's what we're going to look at for my main character, I think. Yep, thanks for that. Something that I probably should have thought of myself, but didn't. I think I will stick with iron though, because it's low. It's only ever going to be low damage. I quite like the strength because that adds to your melee, obviously. Now, what can we have for that is utility slot, isn't it? Yeah, utility. Utility +1 constitution, that could be handy for my main dude, because he's in fighting a lot. Yeah, I think I might go for that. Use summer stone, 'cause I've got a lot of that. +4 constitution. Craft. Yeah, I was told by my sister-in-law who's played and finished this, that if you want the really good weapons, armour, etc., you got to get into the crafting. I quite like crafting in games anyway, so. Can we get a better staff from a magician, I wonder? From a mage? Oh, Bloodstone got his medium armour and damage, but ain't got enough of it. Well, might mate one, see what I can do. Might end up being better than the one he's got, might not. Cotton in utility, well, that's what I'm gonna do. +1 willpower. Handy for a mage. +1 magic, that's handy. Oh, you have to craft some additional items to stick to the weapon. A panel, a pommel or a grip, yeah. See, I've sort of played about with its making weapons, etc. I quite like crafting games that have crafting in them. Lustrous cotton. Could just go for the +1 willpower. I'm just sort of playing, experimenting at the minute because I haven't used this much. What does that get? Utility +1 strength. Not really that useful in a mage. Gauntlets and the Greaves, yeah, because they kind of go in their own slots, don't they? Yeah, my sister-in-law did say you get into the crafting because you'll get much better stuff from it. I suppose Constitution for a mages is quite handy if he gets in. Somebody gets to him. I've already got willpower +6. That's not too bad. I'll craft it if it's not better than the one he's got. Resolute Enduring Rod. I'll keep that name. I'm not really bothered about renaming him at this point. Let's see if we've done better or worse. Probably worse. I don't know though. Yeah. Yeah, it's about the same, isn't it? Or it's exactly the same. Would be another word. No, that's the idiot. That's the one he's using, that's why. Yeah, so it's better, it beats it on strength but not on constitution, so it's pretty much the same weapon but slightly different buffs. Yeah, I thought it might not be much better, but I have got other warriors that could be using it, I suppose. 122 area of effect damage. Wow. So we've got +9 strength. That's a main hand. I think that's a two-handed weapon, isn't it? The serrated Kunari blade. So I could technically give him this, which is better damage, and give him a shield if I can. I think I might have put all my points in double. See, it gets very complicated, doesn't it? There's no point giving him a shield, I don't think, because I think I might have put all the points in a double-handed weapons. Oh no, he has got a... So if he has got a shield, I probably have put his points in the... I'm going to give him that. I'm not using him at the moment anyway, so I'll be able to... Gets very involved, like you say. I think what I might do, go and hand over all my research and then sell all the stuff I don't want. Yeah, it's very involving. It starts becoming complicated the more you get into it. I did have a better shield for him, but I don't know whether I sold it. If I sold it, I've been around quite a few of the shopkeepers and I only really went to one, which is the guy here. And went to buy back and it weren't there, so I don't know whether he destroyed it or... Oh, hang on.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week.
Oh yeah, thanks, yeah. See, I forget stuff like this. I'm actually using Solas at the minute, but I think I might have upgraded his Resolute Enduring Rod. That's a new one. Yeah, it is better than this. One more cold damage. We've got plus 5% attack and a barrier damage bonus. So it's more of a choice between whether you want the attack and barrier damage or willpower and constitution increase. There's nothing in the grips or anything either. So what's that? That's the one he's got. I think I might actually look more to Dorian, like you say. Yeah, 32. Look at that. That's not very good at all, is it? So at least the staff and sword I made is useful for the other guys, even if I can't use them. Yeah, I'll give him that. Thanks for reminding me, Dealtus. Which ice staff? Ice staff, not ice staff. That's not too bad actually. Not as good as the one I just made though.
Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arena.
Kind of torn between
Seemed an audacious idea to the Granite.
there we go, we've removed everything that we can research. Kind of torn between auto upgrade for the other characters and doing them myself, because I blew them up by doing them myself. But I kind of want to put the points where I want them. So Varric, I put quite a lot into. Well, I put most of the points into his crossbow, because I quite like the idea of having a archer type character. But I don't really like. I don't want to screw them up, but I don't really like the auto thing because I don't know. It's not really molded to your way of playing, is it? How you do know Liliana, and why can't I chat her up?
How did you meet?
Dumb luck, maybe. I managed the name back in Denham. When I heard interesting gossip, I passed word to Liliana. Sometimes it's helpful.
Yeah, I saw that.
And I said yes.
Yeah, which is another argument for doing them yourself, because you at least that respec amulet. If you do screw it up, which I suppose could, I probably will.
What can you tell me about this area?
Yeah, I think I'll go back to.
He's been making potions and
I think one character, maybe no,
the Inquisition Smith.
the Grey Warden. Forgot his name.
Quartermaster control.
I think I auto leveled him up,
Fancier, you can try buying from Cedric.
but I might end up respecing him anyway, like you say, with the amulet. Probably will.
She studies beasts and things, as I understand.
Okay, goodbye.
Farewell.
Goodbye.
Go on, we'll open this door just to really let cold in. I think what I'll do then, I'll probably go for the next story mission. I think it said something like you should be level 10. I'm quite a bit over that now. A Wii U. See, the Nintendo, the Wii U maybe not be very powerful. Yeah, I was just gonna say. But the Nintendo tend to keep the games to themselves. And if you like any of the game, like Star Fox,
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance.
I loved Star Fox for I used to have it for the Super Nintendo.
You'll have your
Zelda, yeah. If you want to play any of them, you're gonna have to really, you're gonna have to really go Nintendo, aren't you? So it's the machine's maybe not be very powerful, but it's got some good games for it. Money no object, yeah, why not? I'm definitely not one of these people that'll stick to a console just because I'm not a fanboy, put it that way. Like I'd quite like Xbox One as well, because they've got the graphical remake of State of Decay. But for that, you might as well, if I'm thinking of getting a PC, you might as well get that for PC. Open World Zelda. Oh, now you're making me want a Wii U as well. Pretty sure that'll never come out on PC either. Yeah, that's another one I finished. Yeah, I've not played a Zelda for years. I can't. Yeah, catching a little while. Rewards received, what do we get? Oh, influence. Oh, does that mean we lose one of his advisors? Jean Gaspard is a chevalier and a careful military leader. If we want him removed, I dare say we might recruit him for ourselves. The other two must be removed from play first. Job interview. Good luck. What job you going for? Hate job interviews. So nervous. Logistics supervisor. For a construction company, that's that's going to be a busy job for you. So imagine there's a lot of logistics going into construction. Well, I hope you get it. Good luck.
Let us begin.
Sure, you'll be fine. Just stay relaxed. Oh yeah. A good experience then. That's the main thing. Completed. So I think this is in your shall burn. Yeah, 8 to 11. I'm sure I'm 11. Let's do it.
Best of the mages are ready, Harold. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
Go on then. Ooh, no, then. Quite like the great story arc. I just decided who to take with me. I quite like him as a warrior to back me up. Well, more as a tank than anything. I've been using Solas all the way through as the mage. Do I risk a change? I don't know. Might well, I've been using this Varric, a bit of an archer character, and then Solas. I'm going to stick with that for now. I'll stick with what I know. Maybe try some more characters out when we do some more side missions. I'll stick with that. I've decided. Let's be decisive for once, probably.
mages!
Focus past the Herald. Let his will draw from you.
Weren't sure if that were going to end well. That was the main riff, weren't it?
You did it.
Yeah! We're either that or we're going to burn a face off. And that of course is the end of the game. We win. Not. Oh, the character creation, yeah. I say rushed it. I kind of rushed the first attempt. Still took me like 45 minutes ish. And then I started playing the game, and the more that I saw my guy's face, the more I was like, I don't like him. He looks a bit stupid. So I actually restarted the game just to have another attempt at making my dude. I think the second time round, even though it probably doesn't look brilliant, it took about an hour.
The heavens are scars that can't.
But yeah,
Reach is sealed.
I know that it's like a 90-hour game-ish, and I was thinking I can't look at this dude's face for 90 hours.
This was as if
It looks stupid.
word of your heroism has spread.
We all did this. Let's be a team player.
You know how many were involved. Luck put me at the center.
A strange kind of luck. I'm not sure if we need more or less. But you're right.
Yeah, it's
This was
definitely a
victory of
detailed
mine.
character creation.
One of the few in recent memory.
More detailed than
With
most.
the breach closed, that alliance will need new focus.
But I think with the character creation, you can either go as detailed as you like or as vague as you like. So it's nice to have a really detailed one in.
We must get to the gate.
You don't have to use it. You can just go for a generic.
So, celebratory drinks are on hold.
Oh dear. Yeah, I was going to say, why would you have to be level 11 to do what I just did? Because I didn't actually do anything apart from watch a cutscene.
One watch guard reporting. It's a massive force, the bulk over the mountain.
Oh shit.
None.
None?
I can't come in unless you open. I'm Cole. I came to warn you, to help.
I thought you said
They were
cold.
coming to hurt you. You probably.
It's
What is
snowing
it?
and you've
What's
got
going
rags on.
The Templars come to kill you.
Templars? Is this the Order's response to our talks with the mages, attacking blindly?
The Red Templars went to the Elder One. You know him. He knows you. You took his mages. There.
This elder.
Wow.
He's very angry that you took his
Lies, your name is Raiden, yeah. He's gonna shoot lightning out of his fingers in a minute.
Control the battle. He's out there and hit that force. Use everything you can. Mages, you have sanctioned.
One of my moves is from
Samson, he will not make
Mortal
it easy.
Kombat, the grapple. Come here! Whoa, he's a big one. How are my dudes doing? They seem to be holding up health-wise. Oops. Did you...
Keep them off us.
Hurry up. How long can it take to load a catapult? Is that catapult or trebuchet, that one, isn't it? Could me being all knowledgeable in medieval warfare for some reason. Whoa, oh, warrior dude's not doing too good.
Keep them back. We're ready to fire.
Well, fire then. Get him. Yeah, it's getting. Oh, the archers get super strong. I do like the grapple for the archers. They tend to be out of the way, and it just brings them in close when you, so you can take them out a bit quicker. I've already started telling them to concentrate on the big guys. Up till now, though, we've been quite okay. Just going in, and I've been letting them do what they like. But if I see a big guy, I will tell them to concentrate on him at least.
This way. We must get this trebuchet firing.
Trebuchet, I told you. I wouldn't have thought the archers would be too strong a bit. I mean, I believe you. At a minute though, they're not too bad. Just more annoyed that they stand back, but at least we can use that "get over here" maneuver that we just used. Definite Mortal Kombat maneuver that. Scorpion, isn't it? We're doing okay so far. Ah, look at him running. Get behind him and get the grappling hook in. There we go. Quite like that maneuver.
More incoming. Keep them off the trebuchet.
The grappling hook. Get over here. It's weird but useful. Particularly when you get the archers that like to stay out of the way. Let's get rid of him. He seems quite dangerous. What is that? Red Templar horror. Yeah, we'll get rid of him. Anything with horror in the name is going to get a lot of attention from me. It just can't be good. Shield bash, quite like that as well. Whoa, one of my dudes have gone down.
We've got time. Crew the trebuchet. Start firing.
Hang on, let's get more supplies. I think we've used quite a few potions. Loot. Just have a quick pause and see if any of these weapons are any better. Got quite a few staffs now. Nah, less damage. Same attack. No, can always sell them. Never mind. Keep going. Yeah, running around when I'm supposed to be actually turning this. Wow, that took some turning. Yeah, death by avalanche. That'd do it. As long as we don't get caught in it. Look at that. Oh shit.
Shit, who ordered the end of the damn world?
Everyone to the gates.
I didn't order it. I ordered chicken. Oh, on the turn when you're trying to turn the handle. Yeah, I can imagine. What's that? Take. Which eye stuff? Yeah, I can imagine on harder difficulty. I don't know whether I'm brave enough to actually do it on harder. Probably not. What are we doing here?
Just grabbing essentials.
I don't know what I'm doing. Return to the gates. 3 iterations. You had like 3 different attacks when you're trying to do the handle. Annoying.
Move it. We need everyone back to the chantry. It's the only building that might hold against that beast. At this point, just make them work for it.
Let's get people to safety.
Yeah, let's get us to safety mainly. Yeah, you. Always a bad sign when you try the grappling hook and then you go to them instead. That means they're quite sturdy. Let's get rid of this dude, he's annoying me now.
Good work, Harold. Protect the chantry.
I'm getting a lot of ebony wool. It sounds warm if nothing else. Whoa. Okay. Everybody else attack them. Yeah, get here. Love that move. The grapple.
Hear that? Survivors!
How we're doing health-wise? We're not too bad. Everybody needs help. Pauldron. Ooh, hang on. Oh, at this bit, interesting story decisions. Yeah, I always get, especially when it's like an obvious fork, and you know that if you pick one way, you're never going to find. Well, having said that, stuff like picking the mages or the Templars, I always hate deciding stuff like that because I'm like, oh, which one? Quite wanted to see. I thought the mages would be quite useful, so. And my girlfriend who was playing it as well went with the Templars, so we'll get to see that as well. What happens? I always assume I don't play. I might even play through it. Red lyrium. What did I just find? Oh, Pauldron, weren't it? Yeah, nothing. Probably have a better look at my inventory when we're not quite so busy.
I hear a survivor.
Can anyone hear me?
I'm here. No need to shout. Stood right aside of her. Poor cow. The hell?
Another dead one.
Might as well get these supply caches while we're going past, I think.
You hear that?
Not liking that noise. I'm gonna try and help everybody. What, did I let someone die? Oh shit. I didn't realise. If I go back, will it be too late, you think? Probably. Everybody get this guy. Doesn't seem to want to. Oh wow, actually. Attack that dude there. Oh, they explode. Shit. See, I'm not the most observant person. I thought I was saving everybody, but... oh. What I might do is just destroy some of this really cheap stuff. Is that not... got a real terrible shield. I just finished saying as well, I'm going to help everybody when you said that. No, you know, he exploded. Oh! What is that? Not just a valuable. Actually, let's get everybody to have a drink first. Oops.
Tried to stop a Templar. The blade went deep. He's going to die. What a
dude, he's stood right there.
Harold, our position.
Zip him up in a body bag, why don't you? While he's still awake.
I've seen an archdemon. I was in the Fade, but it looked like that.
I don't care what it looks like. It's got a path for that army. They'll kill everyone in Haven.
The Elder One doesn't care about the village.
Yeah, Chancellor Roderick. I'd give myself to save Haven. Hey, hang on. Let's not get too kamikaze. Why does he want me? I'd give myself to save Haven. It seems like a heroic thing to say. Why does he want me?
If you know why he wants me, just say it.
I don't. He's too loud. It hurts to hear him. He wants to kill you.
That kid's on
No one
drugs.
else matters, but he'll crush them. Kill them anyway. I don't like him.
You don't like... Harold, there are no tactics to make this survivable. The only thing that slowed them was the avalanche. We could turn the remaining trebuchets, cause one last slide.
We're overrun. To hit the enemy, we'd bury Haven.
We're dying, but we can decide how. Many don't get that choice.
Yes, that. Chancellor Roderick can help. He wants to say it before he dies.
There is a path. You wouldn't know it.